Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome, kids. One of the most powerful ways of analyzing your data in Access is by creating a query. Running a query is like asking your database a question. A query can retrieve data from a single table or from multiple tables, and it all depends how complex your question is. In this video, we are just focusing on making a simple query that uses a single table, and this is sometimes called as an advanced filter. Suppose our bakery has an upcoming event and I want to get list of all our customers who live nearby, so we can send them invitation. Create a query, go to create and then go to click the query design command, and then you will need to select the table or tables you want to retrieve your data from. We're just using the customer table here. For now, just click on the customer table and then click add, and you will close the window. Okay? When working with queries, there are a couple of different views that we are going to use. Go to view. If you click on the view drop down arrow, you can see that we are in a design view. When we finish the query, we are going to be viewing the results in datasheet view. And you can use this menu to switch views whenever you want. The customer table appears as a rare small window in the object relationship pane, which is there in the area, this red marked area. And it has a lot of list of all the fields that are in this table, such as the first name, last name, street address. Here you can see a query is going to be able to go into the customer table and find the names and the addresses of the nearby customers who live nearby, right? If we are going to resize this window, you can see the fields. What we are going to do is double click each field that we want to include in the query. We'll move the cursor there. We need the customer's name, address, so we will double click on the first name, last name, street address, state and zip code. Right? After finishing this, we are not using emailing or calling them, so we are not using emailing fields, so we don't need those fields, right? Each field now appears in the area below, which is also called as design grid. So the field names is the table row, which shows which table each row comes from, and this will become more important when we start dealing with multiple tables. And we are going to modify some of these blank cells to refine our query. Now here I want the results to be sorted. So what I will do, I will go to the results and try to sort by last name So in the sort row, I will click on the cell under the last name and the drop down arrow will appear. So by clicking it and then choosing one of the options in order I want to sort it. Next, we are going to use the criteria row to filter the records so that it's only showing the customers who live nearby. First of all, we want to send invitations to everyone who lives in Raleigh. It's the name of a city. So we will type Raleigh in the city column. And since we are going or looking for the exact match, I just need to put it in quotation marks. Quotation marks is the quotes. So far, this query will show all of the customers who live in Raleigh, but none of the customers in any other cities. But for example, one of the zip codes in Cary is close to Raleigh, and say I would like to send those customers invitations as well. To do so, we need to add another criteria under zip code. Okay? Instead of using the criteria row, we will use a row below it, which is the OR row, OR row. We will type 27513 in the quotation marks. So now this query will show customers who live in Raleigh or those zip code is 27513. That means either of the two criteria is matching. Reason why I didn't put them in same line is then customer will need to meet or satisfy both conditions. This means customer would need to live in Raleigh and need to have zip code 27513. Both criteria should match. In some cases, you may want, depending on the example, right? Now we are finished designing this query and the final step is to run it. So let us go to the run button. Just find it over there at the top. Okay. Click the run command. In the design tab, the results will instantaneously appear in datasheet view, which looks exactly like a table. This is a table, right? If we scroll through the results, we can see that each customer lives either in Raleigh or the zip code is 27513. Right? If you want to make any changes to the query, you can click the view drop down arrow and go to the design view, and just like any object, it's a good idea to save it. Let's call it by some name. Try to give the relevant names. So I will save the query as nearby customers. Type in the box which appears over here and save it. This was just one basic example of query. Okay, so I have already provided you the PDF study material and the audio lecture in your Google Classroom. I hope that will help you to grasp the concept. And try to repeat all these steps on your desktops or laptops at home. This was all for today. Thank you, and I will come again with another topic and explanation through a video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.